Hey, what's up there, guys? Today we are having a look at my Marvel Cinematic Universe Steelbook collection. I've downsized a bit since I've done a few of my previous videos on the certain Marvel Steelbooks. I've definitely got rid of the original Iron Man 1 and 2 from Play.com. I got rid of the original Captain America, the First Avenger. I also got rid of the Xavi release of Guardians of the Galaxy. I apologise for the glare, we'll sort that out in a minute. And I didn't bother with the Doctor Strange new release they did, the lenticular release they did, because to be fair, I didn't really see the point. Only reason usually why I upgrade any of these Steelbooks is because they feature spine titles, whereas the old previous releases didn't. So yeah. And we'll also have a look at the new Spider-Man Homecoming HMV 4K 3D and 2D Steelbook. Okay, let's get into it. Here we have the Incredible Hulk, sorry, that's my stall. The Incredible Hulk Steelbook from Xavi. This is a lenticular exclusive release. As you can see here, the lenticular is really nice. I have done a separate video for this, so I'm not going to stay on this too much. Got the inside there, the disc. We take off the lenticular. It's just the front, with no, basically the same, just no abomination in the picture. It's just Hulk. It's quite a nice release. I preferred it from the Play.com, so I sold that and got that one instead. Next up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy. This one is the highly glossy Blue Fans exclusive Steelbook release. As you can tell there, it's got embossing at the top there. On the title, you've got the back there. Basically, the cool thing is with this is that it wraps all the way around, as you can see. The picture, apart from those lasers there, it's not a big deal, but still, it's kind of a wraparound. Inside you get the Blu-ray 3D, you get the soundtrack at the back here, which I think is really cool, and you also get the 2D disc. So there's that one. Here we have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Xavi release. That's the card there. Sorry. There. There's no title on the front. It's just a group and a button. Spot glossed. A bit of embossing on the button there. Sticker on the back. So that's what it makes up there. Inside, obviously, you get a shot of the Guardians with an explosion. You get the 3D, then 2D disc. Okay. I apologise for the creaking. That's my stool that I'm sitting on. My drum stool. It's very, very, very creaky. Here we have the Captain America, the First Avenger. This was one of the first, I believe, one of, not the first, one of the first releases in the Marvel Xavi lenticular line. I don't use the lenticular on these because I think the lenticulars are rubbish. They're getting better, but they're rubbish, so I don't bother. The inside artwork's nothing really to write home about. The discs you get with this Steelbook release originally are blue, but I don't know why, but I just preferred the silver, so I kept them, and they kind of matched the whole colour look, so I kept that instead of the blue discs. Next up we have Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Again, some embossing there. This is another one in the Xavi lenticular line. Inside there, with, I believe that's the Winter Soldier holding the shield. Yeah, he's there. You can't really make it out, it's quite dark. Yep, it's that release. Next we have the Iron Man release, again in the lenticular line from Xavi. I sort of did like a hybrid to this. As you can see, the spine's a bit messed up. It was the first hybrid Steelbook I ever made. I'll show you what I mean by hybrid in a minute, because this is originally a one disc release, but I bought the original Blu-ray which had 2 discs, so I chopped up an old Steelbook which I didn't really like. I think it was the Expendables 1 or 2, I can't remember. And I used the tray to make this a 2-disc edition with the bonus features. I did the exact same thing with Iron Man 2. Again, lenticular line. Haven't got the lenticular on here. Embossed there. War Machine. Spine title. This one, I managed to get the spine title back on properly, but I did get a bit of glue there. And it hasn't come off, but it doesn't bother me. And I was an idiot, I used super glue, so as you can see there's a bit of white going down the middle there. But again, the picture on the inside isn't, it isn't much to write home about, so I'm not fussed. So yeah, I turned that into a 2-disc edition, just like Iron Man 1. Next we have Iron Man 3. Again, lenticular line, embossing on the front there. He's in a border on the back here, which I always thought was kind of weird. It doesn't bother me, but I always thought it was kind of weird. Got the inside there. Next up we have 4. I sold my HMV copy and kept this one. I know a lot of people will think I'm mental for doing that because the HMV was really nice, but to be honest with you, I've kind of got to a stage where I don't want to have too many copies of the same Steelbook, so I thought overall to keep it in matching with this, I know I've got a few out of the lines here, but to keep it matching I thought I'd just keep this one. And like I said, it's not bad artwork. I mean, it could do with being brightened up a little bit, but I really like the front cover of him holding the hammer in the rain and it's saying 4 in massive, you know, embossed letters. I really liked that. The back is basically the top of Meowmere, or Meowmere, whatever you call it. The inside's nothing to write home about. It's just, I think it's again like some writing from Meowmere on it or something. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure. There's that one. And next up we have 4, The Dark World. Again, lenticular line, embossed title there, which looks really nice. It was better than the original release, so I obviously grabbed this one. The lenticular was rubbish, it was completely out of line. Didn't match any of the pictures or anything, so inside it's basically just like Asgard, I believe. Yeah, that's a nice release. It's got a really nice soft finish as well. I really like the finish for this one, it's really soft. Not that you spend much time stroking your Steelbooks, hopefully, but still, it was a really nice finish. Next up we have Avengers Assemble, or The Avengers as it's called in America. It's over here it's called Avengers Assemble because of that old film called The Avengers. And embossed there. Again, it was a lenticular one, had a lenticular. Inside you got obviously all the guys on the insides there. You got 2D and 3D disc. Great movie. Next up we have Avengers Age of Ultron. Again, the lenticular was rubbish, so I don't use it. Back up. That should have been the front, I think. Not that. That probably should have been the back, but never mind. The inside, for some reason, they really messed up on this. I mean, look, it's just silver here. It's like they could have zoomed in the picture or something just to make the picture fit both sides, but they didn't bother. So I thought that was really lazy, but hey ho. Can't complain for £20, I guess. Well, you can. Here you got Ant-Man. I much prefer this over the hard drive look that they did for the very first release, Savvy release. I didn't like the hard drive artwork. I thought it was really lazy and rubbish, so I went with this one. I just think, you know, it just matches the lenticular line. Next up we have Doctor Strange. This is the first release by Zavvi. It has a spine title, so I didn't bother going for the lenticular line one. I thought this would do. This isn't my favourite film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so I thought that's good enough. Next up we have Captain America Civil War. I really like this one. Embossing on the face, embossing on the title, a little bit on the shield there, Iron Man at the bottom there in the reflection. On the back there you've got more embossing on Iron Man, a little bit on Captain America's eye socket there, that probably wasn't needed, but still. And obviously the inside you've got some of the theatrical artwork for that one. And then the latest one we have is the Spider-Man Homecoming release from HMV. This is full gloss. No title on the front. It's got a signature by the artist who illustrated the artwork there. Got a spine title, Spider-Man Homecoming. Got the back here, which is again nice and glossy. You have Spider-Man and the Vulture. Inside you get like the little comic book which they advertised. You get the 3D disc, the 4K disc, and the 2D disc. How amazing is that? We never get releases like that in the UK, so that's fantastic. So for £24.99, that was an obvious choice for me. Between that and the 3D, just the 3D Steelbook, which was I think 20 quid or £22.99. So I thought for the extra few quid you get the 4K disc, so awesome. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I didn't want to make this video too long, so I'll be back again soon actually. I'm going to do a DC video with Wonder Woman and Batman vs Superman, etc, etc. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.